Greetings YouTube, Simon here, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about the battle report system, which is a new feature being implemented in the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I also want to give a shout out to Cute Kitten F as we get started. Cute Kitten has become the latest Patreon and YouTube member for the channel, so thank you so much Cute Kitten for your support, and thank you to everybody else who also supports the channel. Now, the battle report is effectively a side quest system within the game. It's a new feature, as I say. It wasn't found in the original Final Fantasy VII, but as part of Square's plans to really expand upon the city of Midgar, giving the player free roam of the city, I'm assuming the battle report's going to be a big part of that. And it involves this little one here. His name is Chadley. He's a 15-year-old kid who is an intern for Shinra, and he's actually working for Hojo, or under Hojo, which is kind of ironic. I like the way that's been implemented because, of course, as we play through the game, maybe not so much this first game here, but perhaps as we go further into the project, it's going to be revealed from the original Final Fantasy VII, we know this, that Hojo is one of the main villains, one of the main evil people, so to speak, the main antagonist of the game. So the fact that we're going to be helping one of his interns here to assess enemies, to collect information, and to complete various missions, I just find it, quite kind of ironic, a little bit funny. But there we have it. So what we're going to be doing with the battle report is speaking to this kid here who's going to be located in the Sector 7 slums, and he's going to give us various quests. Now, I'm going to suspect that more quests will unlock as we complete earlier quests and as we progress through the story. Probably, adding further quests into the system as we go. And this actual feature is going to be tied very heavily to giving the player materia rewards. And what's going to happen is these quests are, as you can see here, known as reports. It's going to be a little bit different to the mercenary system. The mercenary system, which is also a new feature in the game, is a side quest system that is a little bit more traditional, I would say. It's going to be speak to, the various NPCs around Midgar. They will give you quests that require you to go and kill various mobs or to go and collect various items to bring them back for your reward. Whereas the battle report feature is going to be tied to specific quests of collecting information from enemies using the new materia called Assess. Now, as far as I can tell, the Assess materia is effectively Final Fantasy VII, the original Final Fantasy VII's Sense materia. It's just been renamed, has a lot of features and items from the original game here. So we're going to be using the Assess materia to go around, find the correct enemies, and then use that materia to do whatever it is we need to do to meet the conditions. In this case, for Monster Bio Part 1, we need to assess 2 enemy types. And then once we've met the conditions, we can return to the little boy, and he will, complete the quest for us and give us a reward. And the rewards are either going to be a new materia, as in this case, the Auto Cure materia, or the ability to boost a materia that we already have. At least that's the way I understand it. So as you can imagine, the battle report system is going to be quite an integral, quite an important part of the game. And while I suspect that maybe the first 1 or 2 quests here are probably going to be obligatory as the game introduces us to the system, it might be the case that we have to complete these to progress the scenario, the main scenario. Overall, I strongly suspect the bulk of these are going to be completely optional, and I also suspect that it's likely some of the game's most powerful materia are going to be tied to this system, so we're really going to have to put the time and invest into this battle report feature if we're going to want to, completely max out our party with all of the great items that the game has for us to collect. So that's pretty much the battle report as far as we understand it so far. I'm actually looking forward to getting into this system. It just sounds like something that could be quite interesting, and it gets us exploring, doesn't it? It gets us around the world, discovering all these freaky enemies that Square have designed for us. And if you know the original Final Fantasy VII, you know just how freaky those enemies can get. So we'll get to experience all of that, and of course we get these awesome rewards, materia rewards for doing so as well, which is a nice bonus. But yeah, what do you guys think of the battle report feature that's been announced recently? Obviously, we don't know a whole lot officially about it yet, but as the game comes out in a few weeks' time, we'll really get to learn more about it, and I'll make sure to put out several videos, if need be, just describing it to you guys to help you on your way. But anyway, folks, that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you today. If there's any other features you want me to talk about, with the Final Fantasy VII Remake, then please do share a comment of those in, down below, and I'll make sure we can get to them in a future video. But thanks for stopping by. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.